So just imagine this scenario. One day I wake up and my phone is ringing. Canva is calling and asking me if I can add them hundreds of thousands of new customers to their software. I would confidently say yes, and this is exactly what I would do. I would look at their YouTube channel, see what they are doing right now, see what we can improve, and then fixing their YouTube channel will mean more views and more people who are interested in solving problems, a lot more trust, and a lot more customers. So let's say I had that call in the morning, and right now I'm going to show you how I would look at the YouTube channel, how I would look at the problems, and how would I fix Canva's YouTube channel to bring in a ton of new customers to their software. They have a very good subscriber amount, a lot of videos. It actually looks like that they care about this, but there are a couple of things that we can change and still make it work. So the first thing that I would do is look at the current state in 4 different categories. So we will look at their ideas on what videos are they creating. We'll look at their packaging, how they do their thumbnails and titles. We'll look at what value do they provide actually in the video, and also how well is it converting to their software, and then see where we can improve the channel the most. So right off the bat, I have some answers, but I was looking through the videos and the actual content that they create. They have like these conversations and podcast type of things. Something that is much better for the YouTube environment is these videos right here, these Canva helpful videos, and we'll look at this exact video right now. So this whole video is about creating a presentation for your work, for your business, which I really love. And I love it so well because it integrates Canva so well, and the users that may want to use Canva, like it's perfect for them because you show that this is how to create the perfect presentation for your work, and people who want to create this presentation don't really care about the tools. You can do it in PowerPoint, you can do it in Canva, but if you see a video where like this is exactly how to achieve what you want to achieve, which is a good presentation for your work, and in the video they say use Canva because it's much better, then you will be like, okay, let's use that, because you don't really care about PowerPoint. Maybe you have used it before and you are like, oh, but I don't know how to use that. But in the video they are showing you, so you don't really care. And what I'm wondering is how well do they say like, okay, you can use PowerPoint, you can use this, but Canva has this feature which makes your job so much easier. I'm wondering how well this will be in it, and this will be our last point actually, the converting part. But right now for the idea, it's a solid idea. I think it's a very good idea. It's an obvious one, but still perfect. So I'm giving 8 out of 10. Okay, what I see is that they are talking about like templates, and this is a big one because this is a feature in Canva that can save you a ton of time and make the choice easier between PowerPoint or Canva, because on PowerPoint you just open up, you have these ugly templates, but here in this software it's much better, it's much cleaner, makes your work look amazing without you doing anything. And also I saw that they are having like an AI feature as well, which will create you a new template or something like this with your assets. So that's even good, that's even better. I looked through the video on what else they are trying to do in order for you to get to sign up to Canva Pro or something like this, and what I found is they use a ton of like features from Canva, which is perfect for this integration where you don't really say like, hey, buy this right now. You just say like, this is what to do, this is what to do, and it just feels so easy in Canva. When you look at the PowerPoint, it's just no features like that in PowerPoint, so it makes the choice easier. It's like they are doing a pool marketing. They aren't telling you to, hey, join Canva right now. They are telling you that this is a great feature, this is a great feature, and then you will be like, oh shit, yeah, I should join. But that being said, when I looked at the description, I'm missing a good call to action as the first link in the description, because they have like this watch all the design school videos right here right now, but I still feel like having like a link with a discount code or something can push really people like, okay, I like this idea, and then you see a discount, or create your first presentation for free or something like that connects to the actual video. It will be so much more effective. So I would create a better description, and for example a line could be create your first presentation for free using this link, and I would add a tracking link so we can see which videos generated the most users, the most free trials. Usually these companies care about like getting more users on the platform. Even if they don't pay right now, they will probably pay later. So our goal with the videos is just to get them into the system, and kind of Canva does this with this like course, and you can learn more and you are on their platform right now. But still I think like having this as the second line and having the first line as like, hey, just create your first presentation for free using this link. It would be awesome. But I still feel like they have done an amazing job in integrating Canva into their content. It makes like so easy to see the features that they have, which makes your job as the viewer so much easier. So again, I would say like 7 out of 10, but just for the reason that they don't have a good description for it. But again, it's very good. It's rare that I see so good usage of the software in the videos. So now we move on to the value, on what the video is actually about, how much value do you get as a viewer, does it solve my problem, and so on. The video's main promise was to teach you how to create impactful presentations. So let's see if they fulfill on that. So the video is actually not how to create impactful presentations, it's how to create presentations with Canva. And it's not about how to actually build up a presentation, what to include, what not to include, how to design it so it's easy to read or stuff like this. There is no real value in it. It's just a tutorial for the software Canva, and this brings down the video's whole performance, which was actually not bad. If you look at the idea was good and the converting was good, but the actual value, it doesn't solve my problem of how to create impactful presentations. It would be much better if we get actual genius presentation makers talking about, in order to create very good presentations, you have to have like maximum 5 texts on each slide, and this is how to do it in Canva. This is much better format where you are like, this is the tip, this is the value, this is the knowledge for you on how to create good presentations, and this is how to do it with Canva. Is much better than just, this is how to do a presentation with Canva. I don't really care what you put into it. I don't really care if it's boring. It looks good because you used our template, you know. This is the feeling I get from the video. And although the vibe is good, still you don't really get any value. I didn't learn how to create impactful presentations. I just learned how to use the software, which I would say like 3 out of 10 for that. So if I were asked to make this video with my limited knowledge in presentation creation, I would say like, okay, start with the hook and then figure out what you want to say, what are the main points that you want people to remember, use a lot of visuals, leave out the fluff and tips like this. And then I will show how to do each step in Canva. And we could even create like frameworks that they can remember for years to come in every presentation creation that they have. And it can be something like HCV or something like that, like hook, concise and visuals. And that means that every time they create a new slide or a new presentation, they will remember like, oh, HCV, hook, concise, visuals. So that's something that should be much better in this video. Now we move on to the packaging, which is the title, the thumbnail and the hook. I like to think about the hook as well, not just the title and thumbnail, because I think all 3 tie together to make the perfect thing. And honestly, this is where the biggest problem lies, because the actual packaging, the title and thumbnail, there are a bunch of things that could be so much better. Like creating impactful presentations. This title is not good enough, not hooking enough, where I want to actually click on it and I want to actually know what is the information inside of the video. So I could sit and think about even more on how to make this even better, but how I make perfect presentations in 8 minutes means that you learn how to make good presentations which are perfect and in a very short period of time. And this is very interesting because you don't really want to create this presentation for work. You just want to get over it, but you still want to perform well. And if you have a video which showcases how to do it fast and how to do it perfectly, then I'm interested in it. Of course, this thumbnail is bad for the YouTube. It's good for the only branding aspect. When you see it, you see it's Canva, but there is much better ways to build this brand instead of just putting a logo on it and then hoping for the best. So my first problem with it is actually the Canva logo and the Canva for work. Like, this is too much. Why do I need this? I don't need this either, because I really can't see in a small size in a thumbnail. I can see, I think it's her name there probably, but it doesn't really matter. If we have one character for our whole channel and this lady is that character, then it's good to have her on there, and I think it's awesome. And also I think it's awesome that we have a text right here. I really like the thumbnail format where we have one person, one text and one visual. This is something I really love and I use a ton, and this is partly good here because we have a person, but everything else is bad. So the text is, you may think like, okay, it's cool, but you have the same text here as the title. And if you look at the video and people looking at the videos, they like look at the thumbnail and they like it, and then they read the title and then they click on the video. So if you have the same information in the thumbnail and title, you just wasted an opportunity to get them to click. Because if somebody else comes here and has like creating impactful presentation as the title, but on the thumbnail they have like this is perfect, then you gave two information instead of one. It's not just that you read the title, oh okay, it might be interesting, and you read the thumbnail and oh okay, it might be interesting. It has different information. So you read the title, oh it might be interesting, then you see like this is perfect, and then you are like okay, I have to click on this, because you got two informations which made you go over the fence on clicking on it. So I don't really like using the same text on the thumbnail and on the title. I like to keep it separate so we can actually give more messages and get them to click even more. So what I would do instead of this thumbnail right here is I would put her as we have but bigger on the right side. We have a text right here, and we have a visual of her doing the presentation or having a clean presentation right here, because it's the desired state that people want. They want to watch this video and then know how to create good presentations. So their goal is to make awesome presentations, and this video answers that problem and solves that problem for that. So we have the desired visual here, which is like a visual that shows the desired state. And now we have this title right here. And now we have a good thumbnail title combination, which is like how I make perfect presentations in 8 minutes. It's so fast, and they show like how fast and how good is it to create presentations, good looking presentations, and it shows her as well. Now this is much better, and we haven't even talked about the actual first 20 seconds of this video yet. Okay, so we have here the intro. Of all the time-consuming tasks at work, making presentations is one of the most demanding, especially when you need to balance great design with clear messaging. Whether it's pitching a new client, presenting an internal strategy, or preparing for an event, Canva makes it simple to create polished, professional-looking presentations fast. Today, we will be covering all of this and more, from finding and customizing templates to building out presentations and refining your work. You will be presenting like a pro in no time. So let's get started, or something like this. Now, I kind of hate it because I like how they try to show the problems that the viewers will have, but it's just a lot of talk with no actual emotional feelings. And the first like 10-15 seconds sounded like an ad for Canva. So I was like, okay, I have to click off this. I don't care about an ad. I care about making good presentations. So it could be so much simpler, so much better. I like how it starts. Of all the time-consuming tasks at work, making presentations is one of the most demanding. But especially when you need to balance great design with clear messaging, like nobody really thinks about this. Nobody really thinks like, oh, I need to have clear messaging but also great design. There are much bigger pain points here. Like of all the time consuming tasks at work, making presentations is one of the most stressful, or it can even feel like it doesn't even matter. Like it can feel like, why should I create this presentation right now? Like these much bigger pain points, I think, than just managing great design with clear messaging. And also this is not really a hook. So what we can do is, of all the time consuming tasks at work, making presentation is one of the most demanding. But what if that's not the case anymore? And what we can do is we can like be a professional. Of course, we're thinking right now in a world where the creator of this video is actually good at making presentations. So we want people who know the information to present it to our viewers. So it's not like a random girl is talking about how to make good presentations. It's someone who have made thousands of presentations, know exactly what's going on. This is what we need in front of the camera. So, and he would say, or she would say, of all the time consuming tasks at work, making presentations is one of the most demanding. But what if that's not the case anymore? And we can say like, after making 746 presentations in my career, I figured out a 4-step framework that makes this process feel easy and fast. Now this shows that we know what we are doing, and we actually have a process that makes it feel very good. Whether it's pitching to a new client, presenting an internal or preparing for an event, Canva makes it simple to create Now we don't need this. Like we this is just an ad. We will get that out of the way in the middle of the video. We will do with pool marketing as we talked about, and in the end and in the description. We don't need that right here. And because we have like how I make perfect presentations 8 minutes, we can have like a Video can be 8 minutes. So we could say like, and I will show you this in 8 minutes, clock starting now. And now there is like 8 minutes where people know, okay, we will be done in 8 minutes and I will learn the information that I need. This video was 6 minutes, so it's perfect. I wrote, today you will learn this exact framework from me, so you will never worry about creating presentations again. You may actually start to like it. And I put this last bit in it because if people feel like I hate making presentations and you say in the video you may actually start to like it, they will be like, what? Me? I will never like making presentations. Like, I hate making presentations. This will never happen to me. And they think about like this can change actually. Like this video can change that. And I will like actually like making presentations, so they will actually watch because they are interested in what is your solution to their problem, which is making the actual presentation. All under 8 minutes. I will write this here and let's start the clock. And like it can be cut, so I'm not saying like the guy has to sit down or the girl and has to be like okay, so 8 minutes starts, okay, do this fast. We can cut, we can script it out so we know exactly where are we in the process, and it's easier to get the information across, give actual value. This is the point. So right now the packaging is even worse than the value. I would say 2 out of 10 or even 1, and that's like a bit kind, but with this format it would be much better. So now Canva can create better videos and actually get hundreds of thousands of new customers because of these videos. This video got 26k views, and that meant these are actually hardcore viewers, because I don't know who gets this video on their homepage, but honestly, if they did these small changes, which is actually not a big change, like this channel is so much better than most of these companies' YouTube channels, but still it can be much better with just small changes. More emphasis on the title and thumbnail, and the whole video has not 26k views, but I don't know, 300k views or 500k views, and they have an actual better video. It can be even like millions of views. Okay, maybe presentation making is not a millions of views type of niche, but still it could be much better with just small tweaks in the title, in the thumbnail, and changing how the video is laid out and what is the actual value in it. And if you want videos for your own company, just click the link in the description and let's talk about it.